Okay, so my dear, Form 4, Chapter 1, Function, this particular chapter. Let's faster talk through this particular chapter. Let's see this particular chapter actually talk about what, okay? So for my own students, please give me all the response you can ever give me, okay? And try your best to remember everything I taught you in February and March, okay? So my dear, Form 4, Chapter 1, Function. Can anyone tell me what's the meaning of function? Function means, very good, Hoi Lun. Function means relation. If for new students, no need to copy this. Later, I let you screenshot. Then you no need to waste time on copying. Just listen first, okay? So guys, function actually means relation. Relation means relationship. Relationship definitely got two parties. So normally function, they will have two circles, represent two parties. And can you see the bridge in between connect them together? The bridge exactly is the function. So can anyone tell me the bridge in between is the function, right? If my arrow from left go to right side, may I know the starting side? What do we always call it? Very good, Jurega. The starting side, we always call it object. May I know the ending side? We call it very good, Puva. We call it image. Okay. Starting always called object, ending always called image. Can anyone tell me object always call it as what alphabet? Very good, Darshan. Always call it as X. Okay. That's how we always call the object. And then let's say the bridge called F. May I know image called what? Very good, Aris, called fx. You see, very easy, right? You X, then you go through a bridge called F, then combination of both, your image called fx, okay? So this is actually function, the normal basic function. Then can anyone tell me, walk over is function? Walk backwards, what do we call it? Very good, Darshan. We always call it inverse function. So function is the bridge. Any kind of bridge also called function. But when the original one called function, the terbalik version, we always call it inverse function. May I know inverse function? If this one is f, terbalik, what is the name of it? Very good, even f power -1. Can anyone tell me how do we always do inverse? Like if you guys got original, how do you guys find inverse? Very good, Isin, we always using let y. Can anyone, as my students, my dear, can you guys tell me what's the slogan of it? Start from single Y. Wait, writing. Very good, Joshua. End with single X. I know maybe you don't understand it, but this is how I teach my students. So you watch those YouTube video, you'll be fine with it, okay? So start from single Y, end with single X, then you will successfully terbalik it, okay? Next one. What if I got another circle? Now, my dear, if I got another circle, that means my bridge not only cross one path, but cross maybe two. So may I know if I cross 2, 3, 4, 10, my dear? What do we call this kind of function? Very good, Wei Ying. We call it composite function. So I repeat again, every single bridge we call it function. Walk over called function. Terbalik called inverse function. But you toin, all is called composite function. Can anyone tell me the first one I cross is F? The second one I cross is G. Let's say lah. May I know the whole thing that I cross two bridge? What do we call it? Very good, Isin. My dear. Some students tell me FGX. You must be not my students, my dear. So look, guys, remember the first bridge you cross, right? You always need to write first, okay? Then the second bridge you cross, right? You always write it in front. So they always write from back, no, not back, right to left, my dear. So the second one is always right in front of it. So if there's a third one, you will write in front of it. Fourth one in front here. Fifth one in front here. So the name called GF, not FG. You cannot terbalik, right? It make a huge difference, okay? So composite function is like that. Later on, I will do a few lah. So composite function is, they give you F, they give you G, you combine them together, you call it GFX, okay? Then guys, what if the question give you GF, give you fx, but terbalik ask for gx, fgx. That means they give you composite, but they find back one of them. Can anyone tell me this kind of question? I call it what? Think about it. I give you two. I give you double. I want to find one of them. Very good, Chok Yen. We call it feast void. That's the name I created lah. Can anyone tell me feast stand for what? Feast. Not much people know, right? My YouTube got, okay? Very good, Chok Yen. Find inside substitute. Void stand for. Very good, Kai Jie. Find outside inverse. Okay? I'm serious, you don't know about this, you can watch my YouTube, okay? So find inside substitute, find outside inverse, like that. What else I teach you on the starting? Oh, I remember already. Do you guys still remember these two line always call what? Yeah, there's a two line, not 11, okay, my dear. Like outside, if outside a number got a very long two line. Very good, Joey. This one we call it modulus. You know what? When I teach my own students, I always tell them this one is jail. Okay, my dear. So jail inside always got what? Bad guy. Bad guy, I always say is negative. So bad guy come out from the jail. Of course, become a good guy. That's why we need a jail. Then if let's say lah, okay, minority lah, okay, I'm not too sure whether it will happen or not, but let's say it happen, good guy go inside a jail. So good guy go inside a jail, come out will become very good, still good guy. Don't tell me bad guy, okay? Then why we need a jail? Everyone come out will be a good guy, okay? That's what I believe, okay? So can anyone tell me, if I give you a number, -3 come out. Thank you, Wei Ying, 3. -5 come out. Very good, Ava, 5. 7 come out. Very good, Darshan, 7. 9 come out. Very good. Very good, Shavesh, 9. Next one, 0 come out. Very good, Shamita, 0. -X come out. Very good, Wei Ying, cannot come out. Hey, my dear, X cannot one, you know. Only number can. Unknown cannot. Then, my dear, X -3 come out. Very good, Jureka, still cannot. You cannot tell me, teacher, X plus 3. No. As long as there's unknown inside, sorry lah, all cannot come out. Then can anyone tell me, if all cannot come out, but MX always need to solve until the end, how do you guys make these two lines disappear? Yes lah, Shavesh. I always tell my students don't know whether I should say like that, but I always tell my students, if the person cannot come out, I mean, the person cannot come out from the jail, maybe it's forever inside one, okay? But that person at the end come out, must be a movie. Must be a movie, and that person must be the main character. So the main character, usually how they come out, I think I don't know others, okay? Maybe, you know, outside country, outside Malaysia, they prison break. But in Malaysia, the storyline go like that, okay? I never say anything, okay? So my dear, you can bribe. Raswa, okay? So my dear, you can bribe the outside person. I always tell my students that means you pay money, my dear. So outside, let's say there's a 2 there, there's a 5 there. So whenever you bribe the outside person, right? Okay, whoever it is, so my dear, you will write plus minus beside the 5. Okay, plus minus is always the money. So you pay money, then you are out. Okay, the concept is like that lah. So what else I taught you in starting? Oh, I remember this word. Map onto itself. Can anyone tell me map onto itself means what? The moment you see the word map onto itself, what do you guys know? Very good, Jurega. Very good, Wei Yin. Very good, Darshan. Very good, Easy. Very good, Aris. Fx equals to x. For those who thinking, teacher, how they know? My dear, very easy one. You think about it. Map onto itself means what? Map back to yourself. I'm 1, map back to 1. I'm 11, map back to 11. That means my starting and the ending, isn't it, definitely will be the same when you say map onto itself. So starting is what? Object. Isn't it object called x? Then ending is what? Image. Isn't it image called fx? That's why I say the x and the fx will always be the same when you say map onto itself. Make sense or not? Makes sense. So that is the meaning of map onto itself. Okay? But map onto itself got other word also. So sometimes they will say map onto itself. Sometimes they will say remain unchanged. You think about it. The meaning is still the same one. Map onto itself, that means you map back to yourself. Remain unchanged, that means your number never changed. So your number never changed, that means you map back to yourself also lah. So isn't it all that is fx equals to x, okay? What else I ever taught you? What if guys, they say undefined, not defined? May I know if they ask you, how a function undefined? Can anyone tell me why a function was undefined? Very good, Chok Yen. When the, wait, I write here, when the denominator equals to 0, then you will be undefined. So my dear, why denominator? You know what's denominator, right? A denominator on top called what? Because I know the Mandarin name, but I don't know the nominator. Numerator. Okay, numerator. So guys, the bottom is denominator, the top is numerator, okay? So the numerator, what number actually doesn't matter. The numerator, top, numerator. Okay, the numerator top is 0. You think about it, 0/3. You take your calculator, 0 divided by 3, 0, what? Okay, what, right? Number get 0. MX also can get 0 marks. So 0 is nothing, right? But you try 3 0 by 0. Can you see your calculator? Tell you what? Very good, Jurega. Max error. So that means, my dear, bottom cannot 0. Top can zero, but bottom cannot. So that's the reason whenever we say max error, whenever we say not defined, undefined, which we can also call it max error, okay? It's always when the denominator zero that time, okay? So with this, okay, teacher will expect you able to write a lot of stuff. So let me give you guys a series of example. So you see, whenever fx equals to 2x plus 1. So look at this. What is the denominator for this example? Very good, Jurega, 1. Nothing, of course, is 1. Don't tell me 0, nothing at the bottom is 1. So bottom is 1, is number, right? So never mind. This one can stay like that. No need to write any extra stuff. Then what if I write like this? This one, my denominator, isn't it 3? Can my 3 become some other number? No. So this one, no need to write any extra stuff also. Then what if they are like this? This one, can you tell me, the denominator now, is it fixed number? No, you write x, x, isn't it, is any number in the world you sub inside, suddenly become that number already, correct? So this x, I don't think it's like every number also can. I feel like some of the number is not possible to put inside. You think it's what left? Very good, Darshan. I feel like x cannot be 0. Because the bottom, I already say cannot be 0. Then your bottom write an x. That means the x can be 2, can be 3, can be 4, can be 10. Not 0, correct? So x cannot be 0. Very good, Joy. Guys, what if now they say 2x plus 1 over x plus 2? Hey, guys, how about this one? X cannot be what? Because the bottom got x. So I think the bottom potential become a 0. Very good, Kaijie, negative 2. For those who thinking, teacher, how they know negative 2? Because remember, your point is not x, not like x forever cannot become 0. Because if this bottom becomes 0, 0 plus 2, isn't it the denominator is 2? Okay, what? 2, just 0, not okay, ma. So that is the reason you should think about what number you put inside will make the bottom 0. So therefore, you can think about it. The bottom is x plus 2. So that means the bottom cannot be 0. So isn't it x cannot be plus 2, move it over, minus 2. So I straight away know, it means x cannot be negative 2. But when I teach my own student, I tell them, no need to really do the working out. Very easy one. You look at the bottom, they write plus, you write minus. They write minus, you write plus. They write times, you write divide. They write divide, you write times. Don't know whether you understand or not? I can give you more example. Fx equals to 2x plus 1 over x minus 7. Can anyone tell me x cannot be exactly Ziqing? 7 ma? Negative 7, you write positive 7. Let me show you guys another one. What if now the equation is 3x minus 5? Wow, seems like more complicated. How do you guys write this? X cannot be equivalent to 1. Very good, Ziqing. Everyone listen, like that. Negative 5, you write positive 5. This one, times 3, you write divide by 3. So you write 5 over 3. Can or not? Next one, last. 2x plus 1 over, I'm thinking. Okay, 7x plus 1. Guys, this one, x cannot be 1. Huh? Thank you, Isin. Thank you, Joy. Negative 1 over 7. I repeat. Plus 1, you write minus 1. Times 7, you write divide by 7. Therefore, it will be negative 1 over 7. Can I, my dear? This is all the calculation part that you should know already, okay? Now, let's talk about some theory. Okay, all of you guys, listen. My favorite of drawing, of understanding function is drawing this thing, like drawing the 2 circle thing. So this 2 circle, let's say I got some value here, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, arrow. Okay, you listen now, based on what you guys know just now. Isn't it this starting is the object side, the ending is the image side, correct? But do you know this thing, of course, have a name lah. What do we call this circle, arrow thing? Hey, not bad, Darshan. Arrow diagram. You are a diagram come together with an arrow. So we call it arrow diagram. Easy, right? Can anyone tell me the arrow diagram? Starting called object, ending called image. Is there any other name other than object, image, this kind of name? Very good, Shamita. Domain. Very good, Ziqing. Codomain. And then, of course, got object. Of course, got image. And thank you, Shavesh. Of course, got range. So, guys, they got these 5 different names. So, can anyone tell me domain is what now? You look at the whatever example I'm giving you now, like that. Domain. Very good, easy. Domain, guys, is actually the object side. So, which one you guys will write? A, B, C, D, which one? Very good, easy. All of them. Guys, object is always writing all of the starting side. Starting side, okay? Not like must be left side. Because sometimes the arrow like that, then it will be right side, okay? So it will be the arrow starting side, okay? So it's a domain. Then the other side will be a codomain, and it's always everything, okay? Then object, object is which one? Oh, so many people wrong. Jureka correct, Ziqing correct. Object is still everything. Object is everything. Donkey is still object. Image. Very good, Ziqing and Chok Yen. 1, 2, 3. Only, my dear. Later on, I explain. Then guys, range. Very good. Range and image are always same one. So as long as your image write correctly, your range will write correctly. Okay, now let me tell you guys. Domain, codomain, I don't care whether you have link or not. Domain, codomain is write everything out. Okay. So what is object? What is image? You imagine now I have a mirror. Okay. I look at the mirror. I'm a real one, right? I am the object. The one in the mirror is my reflection, right? That one is the image. Okay. So now I stand in front of the mirror. The mirror inside don't have my face, don't have my reflection. Is it my fault? No, my dear, maybe the mirror is spoiled. So that is the reason. Object, donkey is still an object because I stand in front of the mirror. I'm a real one. I'm there. Just that my donkey don't have image, also not my fault, right? So that's why donkey is still an object. But then why 4 is not image? Because the 4 is different, Imagine it, I didn't stand in front of the mirror. And inside the mirror got my face. Hello, my dear. That one where got? That one not even a reflection. That one is like ghost, my dear. So that's the reason. The 4 is not an image when you don't have object. So I repeat, object will be everything there. Image must necessarily have an object. If you don't have an object, sorry lah, you are not image. Okay? And then range and image is always the same number. Can anyone tell me out of these 5, which one need to put the onion bracket? Very good, Isin. Domain. Very good, Wei Ying. Very good, Dashan. And very good, Ziqing. Domain, codomain, and range. So domain, codomain, and range, you will always need to put the onion bracket. I call that onion bracket, okay? So my dear, next one, this arrow diagram. But this is not the only way to show, I know your favorite is definitely arrow diagram because it looks so easy, my dear. But the point is, exam don't really like to come out arrow diagram. They got another favorite, okay? But before another favorite, got one more very seldom come out one. What do we call it? Other than arrow diagram, we also got very good Wei Ying. We also got ordered pairs. Okay, ordered pairs are satu pair, write it out, my dear. So now your line got 3 lines. So you got 3 pair. Think about it. A linked to 1. A1 is 1 pair. B linked to 2. B2 is 1 pair. C linked to 3. C3 is 1 pair. So guys, I got 3 pairs. And then after that, the ordered pair, always write the onion bracket covering it. That. So I show you again. The starting is object, the ending is image. So for ordered pair, the starting is object, the ending is image. Okay? Still got one more. That one is SPM trial paper favorite. Very good, Shabash. Graph. Graph, you guys better master it because graph is seriously very important. That's what I feel lah. So my dear, you see, I draw a y-axis, I draw x-axis. So this one x, this one y. Y, they call it fx lah. Okay, let's say this one A, B, C, D. Now my x got A, B, C, D. Now my fx, which is my image, got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, A linked to 1. A1 is 1 cross. B2 is 1 cross. C3 is 1 cross. Okay, guys, should I connect them together or not? No, very good, Ziqing. No need one, don't scare me, okay? So my dear, this is graph. And graph, I repeat, the x-axis is the object because x is object. Then y is the image because y is the fx, okay? So this is graph. I better draw some star for graph. Because graph is seriously their favorite, my dear. So you must really know how to look at the graph, okay? So other than this thing, what else you guys learn? Oh, I remember. Something you learn in lower form one called type of relation. Can anyone tell me how many type of relation you ever learned? Very good, Joey. 4. So guys, got 4, right? Got what? This one called very good, Yikang called 1-to-1. This one, very good, Joey, 1-to-many. This one, thank you. Thank you, Puba, many to one. And the last type called thank you, Kaijie and Diva, many to many. Okay, my dear. So this is the 4 types you guys learn in lower form, correct? But can anyone tell me, out of these 4 types, which one is a function? Which one is a function? Very good, Sri. Well, Sri one's answer is the best because Sri tell me both. My dear, you must memorize. Because this chapter, they will come out some theory. Whatever I try to tell you now is all theory, you know. So whenever they come out this theory, right, they will ask you, oh, which one is function? I mean, no, they won't ask you which one. They will only give you one. So they will ask you, that one, is it a function? How you know, my dear? You thought by guessing. No. Remember it, memorize it. It must be 1 to 1 is a function. Or many to 1 is a function. So when I teach my student, I tell them, please, this one need to memorize. There's no other way. Okay. So remember, they must end with 1. As long as you end with 1, then you are a function. Then nowadays, other than this type, they like to ask you whether that thing got inverse function or not. You must be thinking, teacher, everyone got inverse function. No. Only one type of the relation got inverse function. May I know that is? Thank you, Yeng Tong. 1 to 1. Actually, only 1 to 1 got inverse function. So next time people ask you that thing got inverse function or not, you see their relation. You will know whether they got inverse function or no inverse function. Okay? And everyone, listen. Okay. So when I ask you whether you have function or not, so you will see the relation 1 to 1, 1 to many, correct? But do you guys realize it's very easy to know 1 to 1, 1 to many when you are like this. And to see this, you must be an arrow diagram. So therefore, arrow diagram is very easy to see whether you're 1 to many, many to 1, okay? Then how about these two? So I will tell you, for order pair, I normally will suggest my student, draw. When the question come out order pair, you draw it out. You draw it out, look like arrow diagram. So once they look like arrow diagram, then obviously you will know whether they are 1 to many or many to 1, correct? So order pair, not very hard one. So eventually order pair and arrow diagram, you can make it, you can purposely convert to it, okay? After you convert, you draw it out, you will know the relation. But then graph is different. You know graph is different or not? Okay, wait up. I'm thinking about it. Okay, why graph is different? I draw it this corner. Can anyone tell me? Wait, I'm drawing. Okay lah, can anyone tell me? The graph I just draw got how many points inside? That's my question. Very good job, Yen and Izin, everyone. A lot. You know how you know a lot? No? Okay, no. I shouldn't draw so little. I should draw like that, okay? Now like this. So students normally, for those who never learn, they will tell me this one got 3 points. Because you can see 3 cross. But my dear, this is legit 3. This one is a fake 3. You know why? Because this one only got 3 and that's all. But this one, other than this 3, you draw a line. The moment you draw a line, do you know? Actually, on the line itself, there's a lot more point on the line. Just that you never label out. But there's some others point. So definitely this curve got a lot of point, okay? Which is called continuous. So this one called discrete. Discrete, that means, wait, I'll draw it for you. Discrete. Discrete, that means just a few, can count one called discrete. So when you have a lot, we call it continuous. Okay, so continuous, which means a lot, okay? So when they got a lot of, okay, listen. So when they only are, if they are discrete, that means they're countable. Countable, isn't it? You guys can also draw as an arrow diagram. Then obviously you will know whether they're many to 1 or 1 to many. But what if I'm continuous? Think about it. Continuous got so many, my dear, like million, okay? So I got so many. How is it possible for me to draw out the arrow diagram? Impossible, my dear. So impossible, then how do I know whether they're 1 to many or many to 1? Can anyone tell me? Very good, Ziqing. Now, my dear, you learn this in school also. Remember, if they are countable, you make it arrow diagram. Maybe it's quite easy. But for continuous, you can't make it to arrow diagram, you know. So therefore, you learn a method called horizontal line test. Sounds familiar or not? Vertical line test. So my dear, how do I test the horizontal line test, vertical line test? Okay, this one you memorize, okay? I memorize in this way, which I think is easy. Don't know whether it's easy for you, okay? So for horizontal line test, vertical line test, okay, you see, my dear, whenever type of relation, they always got 2 words. You always will be like 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to 1, many to many, correct? So you always have two wording. Something to something, okay? How do you know what is the first word? How you do know what is the second word? Super easy one. So remember the sequence, to check the first word, okay, shouldn't be this color. To check the first word, right, you will check horizontal line test. Okay? To check the second word, you will check vertical line test. Maybe you will tell me, teacher, how do you memorize it? You know how do I memorize? I memorize like that, okay? So remember, a coordinate always called XY. Make sense, oh? Then you think about it. How x-axis look like? Isn't it x-axis is always horizontal? How y-axis look like? Isn't it y-axis is always vertical? So therefore, it's always horizontal first, vertical next. That is how I remember. Not very hard, right? I don't know whether you feel like hard or not, but I will show you, no worries, okay? So guys, oh, no. I haven't finished saying, sorry. Okay, still got last one thing, okay? So my dear, other than this, okay, they like to come out this. Okay, look out, everyone. This is your curve, okay? They nowadays like to ask you to sketch inverse function. Wait, so let's say this curve called y equals to fx, okay? Imagine if they want you to sketch y equals to f inverse x. Can anyone tell me how do we draw inverse? No. You cannot tell me opposite direction. Like what is opposite direction? Like that? No, my dear. So what is very good joy? Reflected, my dear. Inverse is always a reflections, okay? Reflections under what line? Can anyone tell me? No, there's a line name. Today I will do, my dear. You're going to focus on that, None of you correct, No, not axial symmetry. That's chapter 2. Not x-axis, not y-axis. Wow, Guan Kit is good. Yan Tong is good. Both of them tell me what? They tell me you were reflected under a line called y equals to x. Everyone look, For those who don't know, never mind. After today, you will know. Okay, wait. I make it this big. Nice enough? Okay, my dear. This straight line always called y equals to x. Please remember. Remember. Never change one. Inverse function is always a reflection under a mirror. So a mirror, that mirror always called y equals to x. So maybe you tell me, teacher, then how you know y equals to x look like this, my dear? Y equals to x, that means when my y is 1, my x is 1. So it's here. When my y is 2, my x is 2. So it's here. So definitely the line of y equals to x cut like this one. So please don't tell me, teacher, is it possible like this? No. Teacher, is it possible like this? No. Teacher, is it possible like this? No. It is always like this. Okay? So this straight line is y equals to x. So you will be reflection of this. So what is the meaning of reflections? Okay? I scared your chapter 2 not good. So my dear, reflection is like that. You think about it, If this is a line, okay? If I stand like that, isn't it my reflection will go like this? Okay, see? If I stand like this, isn't it my reflection will go like this? Everyone can understand, no? Then, if I stand like this, cut off, okay? Then, my dear, my reflection, isn't it, will be like this. Wow, can you imagine? Terbalik, correct? So, therefore, this one, if you ask me my reflection, I will say, this is the touching point, I will say it will be like that, and then like that. See, my dear, don't you feel like I continue drawing it, it will look like a fish? Make sense or not, my dear? Isn't it exactly look like a function? Wait, let me highlight for you guys. Now, isn't it this purple color one exactly is the reflection of that? So that will be your y equals to f inverse x. Today I will teach you lah. You will understand it later. So angka understand, guys. So far understand because I finished talking about this chapter already. This is everything for this chapter. From the theory to all the calculation, everything I just covered. So if from the starting until this part, everything you understand, then this chapter you good. You understand all? Wait I scared some of you guys want to screenshot. Wow, so many. Now, my dear, I make it this small. You can screenshot now if you need it. Everyone okay or not? Give me some reaction. I scared you guys fall asleep. Even though it's just early. Yes, I will. Today, I exactly focus on how to draw a graph. An inverse graph. Good? Okay, good. Let's go, my dear. So, my dear, I think your basic should be fine now. I mean, I say so much. I hope it's good. So, guys, take out your seminar notes. If you don't have your seminar notes, never mind. You just take a full skip out. You just write on top of it. It's fine one, okay? So, my dear, let's go. The first question I do, the first question. They say, determine the domain, codomain, and range for each of the following graphical representations of the function. Everyone, Let's start from the first one. So my dear, before I start from the first one, I analyze everything. So A, when I look at it, isn't it? It's an arrow diagram. It's a diagram, come with arrow, arrow diagram, correct? Sorry. Oh, yeah, they got an arrow here. Okay, so arrow diagram. So isn't it the starting side is the object, the ending side is the image, correct? So not that hard because the question now asking you to find the domain, asking you to find the codomain, and asking you to find the range. So I expect all of you guys got listen. Domain is the starting side, and you will write everything. And don't forget my onion bracket. That codomain is the ending side, and you will write everything. Remember, it's everything. Domain, codomain, no one care whether you are ghost or not ghost. Everything. Okay. Then range, my dear. Remember or not? I say range, same as your image. So your image got include 7 or not? Very good. 3? No. Because the 7 have no object. So that one is a real ghost. So that one is not the image. So the image only got 3, 5, 9. But remember, range will always have the bracket. That. Quite easy. Just now I thought what? Then guys, the B, the B is not arrow diagram. What is it? It is a graph. Can anyone tell me, this graph is a discrete or continuous? This graph is a discrete or continuous? Very good job, Ian. Continuous. Continuous. So, my dear, this graph is a continuous. How I know? Because I look at it, my dear, they draw a line. Not just like 1, 2, 3 like that. No, they draw a line. That means they got a lot of points. So if they got a lot of points, please don't tell me your teacher draw out arrow diagram. Cannot. You can only look at it. So if you look at it, my dear, everyone, domain, codomain, and range. Okay, this one just now I didn't give you an example. You better listen. The x-axis always represent the object. The y-axis always represent the image. Correct? So everyone look. Domain always same as the object side. Isn't it? Object side is the x-axis. Correct? Please don't tell me negative 5, 20. No. Some student will tell me negative 5, 0, 20. You know why? Because they look at the axis, they will tell me, teacher, I saw what? Negative 5, 0, 20. So teacher, I write these 3. No. Since you say it's continuous, so therefore, why only got 3? You guys got million point. So that means negative 5, 0, 20, and in between, all got answer. So you cannot write negative 5, 0, 20. So if they are continuous, that means they got a lot. If they got a lot, I don't think you can list out one by one. So if you can't list out one by one, very good, 3, you guys will write a range out. What's the meaning of a range? That means, my dear, now, I want the object. Domain is the object, correct? Object, isn't it, is the axis. So you can see your graph of the axis, you didn't draw until negative 100 until 100, right? Isn't it you exactly draw from negative 5 until 20? So you know your answer is definitely in between. Just that too many can't write out. So therefore, you write x more than negative 5, less than 20. Isn't it this is the best way to write? Because you write like that, isn't it include every single inch from negative 5 to 20? Make sense, no? So domain is negative 5 to 20. But remember, very good, Tracy, must put equal sign. Why must put equal sign? Because you got negative 5 or not. You got what? You got 20 or not? You got what? Why didn't include negative 5 and 20? Of course need. And then one person asked me a very good question. He asked me, teacher, should I put a bracket? Guys, should I put a bracket for this type? No. Very good, Chong Yen. So guys, this is how. I also don't know why no, but when we write, we don't write. So my dear, that's how I tell my students. Maybe when they are alone, one by one, you scared it fly away. So that's why you need something to catch it together. But this one, no need already. This one, they already write it together. So you no need to purposely put the bracket. So no bracket, okay? Next one, codomain. Codomain, guys, is actually the image. So image, you see, just now you are looking at how fat you are. Now you will look at how tall you are. So my dear, look at the y-axis. You think the answer is what? For your range. Very good, 3. So my dear, when I look at how tall I am, do you guys realize the highest I touch is 30? The lowest of the graph I touch is negative 10. So isn't it the height of them is highest 30, lowest negative 10. So therefore, they got so many numbers, right? Don't tell me, teacher, 30, 0, negative 10. No. They got a lot of number in between, like 29, 28, 29.99, 29.999. A lot of number, right? Therefore, you write the lowest, you write the highest, then you know it's in between. But of course, in between, don't write like X. You should write fx. And again, no bracket. Very good, Hui En. That Next one, my dear, range. Actually, range and image is the same. And your image is the same as your codomain now because all the point got touched. Therefore, your range answer actually ngam same as your codomain because none of them is ghost, all of them the same. Anyone have any questions? So far, so good? To know the domain, codomain, range. Hey, can give me some reaction, please? Understand? Okay, good. Right there. Next one, C. C, guys, again, they give you what? A graph. Can everyone look at this graph and tell me, this graph is discrete or continuous? Yes. No, yes, Chengyu. Because they're able to draw in the graph, always the codomain and the range is the same one. Yeah, you ask a very good questions. Very good, Darshan. This one is discrete. Because this one is countable. You know how I know they're countable? You look at this C. Do you guys realize there's only 1, 2, 3, 4? Hello, 4 point only lah. So quite easy, right? So my dear, this one I don't think you need to write the whole range out. I think because it's countable, so you can write out one by one. So can anyone tell me domain got what value? I look at it. Okay, I know already. No one can tell me domain got what value. Very good job, Ian. Everyone look, just in case you guys thinking, teacher, okay, look, this one is the object. This side is the image. I think you guys all know lah. So object, you guys will look at here. Maybe you tell me, teacher, I don't see any number. You don't see is because they never draw. Doesn't mean you cannot draw yourself. So this one, -4, -2. Isn't it here, -4? The height here, -2. -1, -4. Isn't it here, -1? Here, -4. See, I write out everything. This one, 2, 2. Isn't it this part is 2? This part is 2. This one, 4, 8. This one, 4. This one, 8. Correct, my dear? So, when I want the domain, I'll look at my axis. I look at my axis, then I realize I got -4, -1, 2, and 4. So therefore, your answer got -4, -1, 2, and 4. Can I say it? Very good, Joey. Then, my dear, my codomain is my range, is my image. So my image is this side. So my image got what? Can anyone tell me? Type for me, please. My range got later on even. Later, you guys wait first, chill. Very good. Chok Yen is correct. Yisin is correct, my dear. You know why a lot of people still wrong? See, I want the image. Image got what? 8, 2, -2, -4. Correct? Can anyone tell me? Got 10 or not? 10 got point also. Oh, I didn't realize that. Sorry. 10 also got one dot. Got. Thank you, Darshan. So, my dear, I also got 10. So my fault. I didn't know the dot. I didn't realize the dot. So, my dear, this one, isn't it 10, 8, 2, -2, -4? Remember the sequence not important one. So you terbalik the sequence is okay one. So just write out all 5. Okay. By the way, I got one student ask me, teacher, your object shouldn't write 0. Should I write 0? Should I? You think? No, very good. Why your 0 got dot, man? No, ma. Hello. 0 is just trying to tell you that one is origin. But on my origin, I don't even have a point there. Then why got? Of course, no lah, my dear. So don't write 0, okay? Just like that. And then your range is whatever who come out with image, which is exactly same as the green one. So ngam, your image, your range is exactly the same number as your codomain. So my dear, for graph, actually your codomain and range are always the same. Because you're able to draw it out, definitely that one is already your range. Can I see that? But teacher, I thought 0, 10. Oh, correct. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. It's my fault. Hao Ming say correctly. Hao Ming. Sorry. What it will come out here? Sorry. My dear. So Hao Ming tell me, my dear. Hao Ming say that. Okay, Hao Ming say it correctly. It's my fault. This point is 10. When they come out here, is 0. Make sense? This one is 0, 10. Why would I miss it out? Oh, it's my fault. 0. Legit got 0. Okay? So, my dear, after all this, anything I forget? Very good job, Ian. Onion bracket. I see how nervous you guys are. You guys all keep remind me about my onion bracket. I just want to ask at the last, my dear. Why you guys don't let me, my dear? So, guys, that is the onion bracket. And see, this type no need to put onion bracket, but everything that you write out individually, all need to put onion bracket. That. Everyone so far so good? Good. Okay, I move on lah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Let's look at question 2. They say, determine whether each of the following graph is a function or not. Wow, asking me whether you are function or not. Oh. So anyone remember, if you want to be a function, you must be... why so many people forget already? Very good, very good. Isin, you must be 1 to 1 or you must be many to 1. So they say give your reason. Okay, I'll explain my dear. So guys, how do you explain? Obviously, you need to check what is your relation. So I repeat again. How do you know whether they are 1 to 1 or many to 1? If they are arrow diagrams, you can see carefully. But do you guys realize all this, the whole question now is all graph. So just now I teach you how to see whether they are 1 to 1, many to many, many to 1, many to many. Very good, Darshan. Horizontal line test and vertical line test. So guys, I repeat again, how do you remember it? Coordinate is always xy, right? Remember the sequence. I just want you to remember sequence, okay? So I feel like xy is easy lah. X-axis, isn't it, is horizontal. Y-axis is always vertical. So that means you're going to check horizontal first, check vertical. Let me teach you guys how to check, okay? Super easy one. Let's come to this graph. So my dear, don't have value, never mind one. Able to check one. So you're always starting from horizontal. So you can draw any random horizontal line to check, okay? But actually no need to draw one, but now I check for you, okay? So you see, you draw horizontal. So when I draw a horizontal line, guys, I simply draw one. I already can see I touch 2 points. Can you see? If I draw here, wow, even worse, I touch 3. Here, 3, 3, 2, 2. So no matter how many I draw, okay, isn't it maximum I can touch more than 1 point? Therefore, the first wording of it is many. Because I can touch many when I draw horizontal. Teacher, the 0 for domain just now, I still don't get why got 0. Even, listen, I got 4, 8, I got 2, 2, I got -1, -4, I got -4, -2. Isn't it that means my domain got -4, -1, 2, and 4? This one you understand or not? Yes. Then, even, do I also have a coordinate 0, 10, even though they didn't write for me? Yes. That's why 0 included lah. All the x, understand or not? So if there's a point on 0, 0, no need to write. Need common if there's a 0, 0. But they don't have 0, 0. Even you even first. Even you understand or not? Huh? Huh? Is what, my dear? Very easy, what? Who is that? Even. Maybe I should rub off the whole thing for you again. Even, you look at this graph, tell me how many points you have now. You look carefully, Ewan. Thank you, Ewan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Common. There's no 0, 0, only these 5. And Ewan, all 4 give you coordinate. Isn't it only this one didn't? So I write for you, lor. Correct, Ewan? 0, 0 got no point. Exactly, Alice. So Ewan, 4, 0, 2, -1, -4. 5, lor. Correct what? Understand or not? Okay, good. Hey, my dear, let's go. Hey, my dear, don't until next question, only ask me the previous question, okay? We not enough time. So, my dear, this one, okay, many. So, guys, after you draw horizontal, you draw vertical. So, you draw vertical. You see, I draw 1, touch 1, touch 1, touch 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Isn't it no matter how many vertical line I draw, I only touch 1. Second word is 1. This is many to 1. Let me try B, okay? Same thing, Start from horizontal. I touch 1, 1, 1. This one, wait, this one got 2. Can you see? This one got 2. And then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So when I draw a lot of horizontal line, I exactly got touch maximum 2. So that's why the first word is many. Okay? After you draw horizontal, you draw vertical. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Isn't it no matter how many I draw, when I draw vertical, I only touch 1. So the second word is 1. Easy or not? Then the C, again, draw horizontal. 2, 2, 2, 2. Never mind. You know it's many already. Let's draw vertical. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Many also. Oh, this is many to many. Everyone understand? So now the question asks you whether you're a function or not. So many to 1, is it a function? Yes. Give your reason. Because it is many to 1 relation. So the B, many to 1, is it a yes? Yes. Because it is many to one relation. Okay, and then the last one, is it a yes? No. Very good, Sri. No, because you no need to write because it is not one to one, not one to many to one. No need. You can say because, no, because it is many to many relation. Teacher will understand. Teacher ma, of course they understand lah. Right? Relation. Done. Everyone understand how to check now? Whether you're one to many, whether you're many to one. So when they give you a continuous graph, this is how you check. Teacher, how about the answer provided at the bottom? Oh, no need, no need. You care about mine. You just write like mine. Enough one. Okay? Same thing, Darshan. You can just... Means what, Darshan? Do your teacher say that you need to write because horizontal one or vertical one? Your teacher say need to mention that? Is it? I never hear that from other students though. Can everyone tell me, do your teacher ever say that your answer of explaining need to mention horizontal line test, vertical line test? No, no, yes, no, no, yes. Okay, since got students say yes, then I write for you, okay, my dear? Okay, can anyone tell me, if this one, if your teacher ever say got need to write horizontal line test, vertical line test, then can anyone tell me, for now, horizontal line test important or vertical line test important to check whether you are function or not? Very good, Taijie, vertical. You know why vertical, everyone? Listen now. You know I asking you whether you are function or not. And to be able to be a function, isn't it you must end with the letter 1? Isn't it I don't care about the first letters, I care about the second one, which is whether you are end with 1. So the second letters, isn't it, is the Y. And then isn't it the Y is this line. That means actually I only care about my vertical line test. I only care about my vertical line test, correct? So therefore, you only need to write vertical line test. So you can say yes, because vertical line test only touch 1 point. Can for those who say your teacher care about that, this is how you write. So same for this one. This one I lazy same. Same. Okay, my dear. Can? Then this one, no. Because vertical line test touch more than 1 point. That. Yes, can, Jorega. Unless all the teachers say cannot lah. But yeah, now since because no one ever, not every single teacher say that, so yeah. The meaning is the same one. Everyone okay? Any questions of, vertical line test? Okay, can Okay, I good lah. I go lah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Question 3, they say. The diagram below shows the relation between set P and set Q. Guys, you look at it, you straight away know this is what? Arrow diagram again. Can you guys see the arrow go like this? So the starting side called object. The ending side called image. Makes that make sense? A, state the type of relation. That means what? 1 to many, many to 1. This one you won't check using vertical line test, horizontal line test, because this one is arrow diagram. Draw one, look also know. So for those who don't know, let me show you. This one, who is it? Herschel, correct, my dear. This yellow color one is 1 to 1. Obvious law. And then this blue color one is also 1 to 1. Correct? Then this pink color one satu go to dual, 1 to many. So please don't tell me, teacher, wow, got all type, teacher, many to many. No, no. I always tell my students, it's very easy one. You look at the front wording, you write every single type they have. Okay, you write all of them out, it's all right. Then you look at the front. If they got the word many, you must write many. So do you see the word many? No. Then you write 1. Do you see the word many? Then yes, many. So the answer is 1 to many relation. That. Next one, state the range of the relation. So guys, remember, range is your image. So your image got what? P, Q, R, S. Should I write the T or not? No, no, because the T have no object. So that is not the image. And remember, the onion bracket. C, determine whether the relation is a function. So they're asking you whether this one is a function or not. Do you still remember? Function must be what? 1 to 1, many to 1. Now your ending is n with many. So the answer is no. Do you need to explain this? No, because they never say explain. They say determine whether only, ma. Just determine whether. That. Everyone, so far, so good. Up to here. Good, huh? Very good. Okay, move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Question 8. Yeah? Yeah lah. Come to draw graph lah. So my dear, question 8, they say, a function. Why G and then F? Oh? Guys, this one is F. Sorry. My colleague tapped wrongly. It's F. So my dear, fx equals to modulus 2x plus 1. Okay, this is whatever equation name they're giving me so far. So A, they say sketch. Yeah lah, need to draw lah. Sketch the graph fx for the domain -1 until 1. So my dear, they want you to draw this out. Okay, how do I draw this out? Okay, can I explain first? I feel like I need to explain because not everyone is my students. Can anyone tell me this particular equations, you look at it, okay, please don't look at the modulus. If you only look at 2x plus 1, you think how the graph look like? 2x plus 1. You think how the graph look like? Very good job, Yen. Straight line. But guys, when you look at 2x plus 1, don't you feel like they look like y equals to mx plus c? Right? Mx plus c only got one x, right? So whenever I see y equals to mx plus c, oh, I know already. It's a straight line. Correct? But now, you add a modulus. You think adding a modulus, your straight line will become like how? I taught before one for my own students. Very good job, Yan and Ziqing. They will become V shape. Why V shape? Everyone listen. So you see, this always your graph, or let's say you draw on a Cartesian plane. So this is how the graph look like. Okay. So the straight line on the graph. But then now you see modulus. Do you guys still remember modulus means negative will become positive? Positive will remain positive. So you know this green color line, which part is positive or not? So always remember, guys, whatever on top is considered positive. Whatever bottom is considered negative. So now, who is positive? This one. So this positive, stay there. Okay? Then who is negative? Negative, isn't it the bottom green color one? So the green color one, after the modulus, they will become what? Positive. That means you can imagine the bottom one, they will reflect up, become like that. So I always tell my students, whenever you see modulus mx plus c, definitely they are a V-shaped graph, like a Nike shape like that. Maybe Nike shape, but whatever, it look like a V shape, okay? So agak-agak, you know this concept. Let's try to draw, see whether we can get that, okay? So can anyone tell me, to draw a graph, even in chapter 1, chapter 2 also same one, what you need to draw first so that you're able to draw a graph out? Very good, Jurega and Ziqing, you will normally draw a table. You think about it, since young, even since lower form, whenever you want to draw a graph, isn't it you must have some point to draw? Impossible, you just simply draw, right? So definitely you guys need a table. Okay, I should ask. This table got 2 rows because for X, for Y, correct? Then got how many columns? Wow, very good, Darshan. And at least 5. Got 5 columns, X and FX. For those who thinking, teacher, why got 5? Listen, 1 is for name, XY. Okay? Then, anyone remember what is the 4 box? The first 2 boxes, we talk about it. Wow, Joshua one is good. First 2 boxes. Thank you, Isin. Everyone, listen. First 2 boxes, the first one is X intercept. The next one is Y intercept. Okay, it's always fixed. Okay, X intercept is always Y equals 0. Y intercept is always X equals 0. So these 2 numbers is fixed. So I always put a 0, 0. A sequence doesn't matter, my dear. You can bottom 0, top 0. Or you can top 0 first, only bottom 0. It's fine. Okay, then the last 2. Very good, Alice. Very good, Hao Ming. The last 2 is the start and the end. I can tell you the start and the end, it's not every time there. Sometimes the question never say you don't have that too. But now the question, do they say it? Yes. Because you think about this question, they never ask you to simply draw, They ask you to draw from -1 to 1. That means your start is -1. Your end is 1. Because you say, I must draw from -1 to 1. That is the meaning of start and end. Understand, my dear? So now, all that is fixed. How do we find the value? Now, my dear, I use pencil to write for you because there's no marks, okay? But I scared you guys don't understand, so I show you guys the working. So, my dear, I sub all the easy one first. I sub 0. So, when I sub 0 inside the equation, okay, you can press calculator. 2 times 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So, 1 come out from the modulus. Good guy come out. Good guy. 1. Okay, this is 1. Next one, let's try to sub negative 1 inside. So, if I sub negative 1 inside, 2 times negative 1 plus 1. 2 times negative 1, negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1, negative 1. Negative come out from the modulus is positive. Done. It is still 1. Okay? Next one, my dear. F1, if I sub 1 inside, modulus 2, 1 plus 1. So 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 come out from the jail, it is still 3. 3. Okay? And then the last one, this one is fx 0. Just imagine fx becomes 0 like that. Now, my dear, just now I got teach you guys, can anyone tell me for this one? Okay? Can 2x plus 1 come out from the jail? No, very good weighing because they have unknown. So whenever you have unknown, even got number, sorry lah, cannot come out. Teacher, is it always these 4 points on the table only? Yes, Jinwen. Even in chapter 1, chapter 2, I teach like that. Okay? So sometimes Jinwen, not only 4, but only 2. Because sometimes Jinwen, they don't have the start and end, then you only have the first 2. Okay? But maximum 4 lah. No need more than 4. Just find all the important one. Okay? And this 4 is always the important one. So guys, so if this one, they cannot come out from the jail. Do you guys remember how to make the jail disappear? Thank you, Samiha. Right. Pay money to the outside person. So may I know, you pay money to the outside person, isn't it? You free from the jail. Then may I know the 0 in front must put? Very good, Joey Raswa. Thank you, Joey. Write plus minus. So you bribe that person or that person get the money. So write plus minus. Actually, plus 0 and minus 0 is still 0. Therefore, it's seriously just 0. Move around to get the answer. Plus 1, move it over, minus 1. Times 2, make it over, divide by 2. Is it all the graph can be sketched by only 4 points? Ziqing, it depends on which chapter you're doing. Because in the future chapter, those chapters, they will give you some points, so that one will be more than 4. But if you ask me from 4 chapter 1, chapter 2, yes, 4 points. But from 4 chapter 2, the maximum minimum, you need to find one more maximum minimum. So it's different chapter. I cannot tell you must be like that. Understand, Ziqing? So guys, this one I get negative 1 over 2. So my dear, here got first point. This is the second point. This is the third point. This is the fourth point. Everything I write in pencil, no marks on now, okay? You don't need to write it out. I mean, I just, in case you guys don't know how to draw, that's why I draw it out for you. So now, let's try to draw it out. So your graph is from negative 1 to 1. Ziqing, understand or not? I answer you why you never talk to me, why you never respond to me. Okay, thank you. So my dear, this one is x. This one is fx. So now your graph fatness, or you say negative 1 to 1. Okay, let's say negative 1 I put here. Let's say 1 I put here. Okay, let's start to draw. First one, negative 1 over 2. So negative 1 over 2, I think is half of here. So negative 1 over 2, 0. I put color for you. This one, isn't it this point, guys? That first point. Next one, 0, 1. 0, 1. Let's say 1 is here. 1, 2, 3. So 1 is here. 0, 1. Isn't it on the tiang here? Done. Teacher use pencil, right? Yes. Draw graph should use pencil. But because for me, my pencil already used for those who have no marks, so definitely I use my own pen. But in real SPM, everything must use pen except graph use pencil. Does it matter if we label y-axis and fx or y? It's still fine, Isabel. I don't think teacher will deduct marks for that. But better write fx. There are fx what? Why will you write y? Correct? Sometimes we cannot blame teacher deduct our marks because we seriously doing things that we create ourselves back. So better we just follow lor. Because definitely the marking scheme is fx. Okay? Next one. Negative 1, 1. Negative 1 is on the left. 1 is here. Negative 1, 1. Done. Last one. 1, 3. 1, 1, 3. Isn't it? Here. Done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we need to measure 1 cm or can agak-agak? Can agak-agak. But I'm not too sure everyone agak-agak is it the same concept. My drawing, I won't say my drawing A+, but I feel like I have some common sense. My drawing quite makes sense one. I see my students, sometimes they draw this one 1, this one 2, this one 3. My dear, funny or not? Can you see the gap? Don't you feel like it's not the same? So I'm not too sure. But actually agak-agak is already more than enough but you cannot too wrong, okay, my dear? Please make sure you draw until you also feel like it makes sense, okay? Now, connect them together. Don't tell me, teacher, curve, hello, already say it's a straight line, and then you reverse up, isn't it? They will be a V shape. So therefore, guys, you see, take a ruler, connect them. So, my dear, you know how you know whether you draw it correctly or not? Use your ruler now. You try to connect. You see this tree, you can draw a line or not? If cannot, that means you are the person that agak maybe cannot lah, my dear. You check and see. Okay? So guys, this is A. I done. Drawing the graph. Let's move on. B. B, they say, state the range of the fx. So guys, they want to find the range of the fx. I already taught you guys the range. You guys should all quite good on it. Range same as your image. Alright? This is your object. This is your image. Okay, so image is definitely looking at the y-axis. Can anyone tell me the image? Should I write 3, 1? Forget to put 0 here. Should I write 3, 1, 0? Nope, very good. Why nope? Teacher, can we just take from the from the table? Hui En, are you asking me that whether I can write the fx from the table? That means 0, 1, 1, 3. Of course, no, guys. You guys wake up already. Can anyone tell me again? This graph, continuous or discrete? Exactly, Kaijie. Continuous, boss. My graph, what make you think that I only got a lot, very little point? I got a lot of point, you know. Why I got a lot? Don't tell me, teacher. 4 what? My dear, you where got only 4? You just draw this 4. But after that, you do a line to connect them. So I already say, when you draw a line, isn't it they got a lot on it? If they got a lot on it, isn't it? I already say you cannot write one by one. There's too many. So if there's too many, you just write the biggest, the smallest, write a range out. So guys, look at this V-shaped graph. What is the highest height you ever touch? Thank you, Shamita. 3. Lowest height? Very good, Samita. 0. Isn't it? Therefore, my fx answer is from 0 until 3. Do you exactly touch until 3? Yes. Do you exactly touch until 0? Yes. Please put equal sign. Done again. Everyone okay, right? So far, so good, right? C, they say, state the domain. So weird one. See, they ask you to state the domain. So you know why I say weird? Because domain exactly is the X. And isn't it the question already give me the domain, correct? But I cannot write that. Why I cannot write that? Because they never say they want the original domain. They say they want the domain when your range is 0 until 1. Okay, everyone listen. The range answer just now you get is matching with this domain. Alright? So the green one is matching with the yellow one. But now I want a brand new one. I want a domain now. And now my this particular domain must fulfill this range. So can you see this range and this range is different number? So I don't think it's the same one, okay? So my dear, which range they are talking about? Okay, I repeat again, everyone. Range isn't it same as your image? Correct? So now you know your image is 0 to 1. So everyone look, image is the y-axis. Okay? 0, isn't it here? 1, isn't it here? So everyone look, isn't it I'm talking about this particular height only. Everyone look, this super short one. So you see the green color one, you look at the whole thing. But this 0 to 1, only look at the purple one. Okay? So everyone look. Yes, even your answer is correct. So smart. Hershey correct. You can ask me, I can tell you whether you correct or not. Maybe you try to show me. Even one correct, Hershey one correct. Okay lah, others don't know. Never mind. My dear. So I will look at this purple color one. So when I look at this purple color one, everyone look, this purple color one, okay, I make it thicker. This purple color part, this particular height, isn't it definitely exclude this part? Because this part is definitely outside the purple color one. So in my purple color one, I can only see this little V. Can you guys see the one I purposely bow out? Isn't it? I can see this little small v. And this particular small v, they're asking you, what is the domain? So domain is how fat you are. Okay? So this particular small v, the very thick black color v, how fat you are, here. Can you guys see? It's actually from -1 until 0. So you just write the domain answer, -1 until 0. Done. You guys understand, my dear? That means if I ask you how fat this person is, you're gonna see this person from here to here. You see the shape they're drawing to see how tall they are. Okay, so not every single time look at the whole graph. It depends on how the question asking you. Hey everyone, so far so good or not? Give me some response. I feel like my class got 100 people, but only got 5% answer me. But the rest of you silent, maybe you are focusing lah, but I don't know whether you understand or not. And I feel insecure. Very insecure. Can sure you say all good okay, good. Move on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Question 9. Okay, let me try this They say the diagram now shows the graph of the function, this one. Okay, my dear, they will give you the equation. So this time I don't think you need to draw yourself because they already give you. Okay, they say from the domain -3 to 5. So everyone, I repeat again you look at this equation, you look at the graph, you feel like the graph makes sense, right? Because isn't it this one exactly look like mx plus c, correct? It's a straight line. And then you put a modulus, that's why it become a V shape. Now if you look at it also, you feel like, oh, quite makes sense. You should feel like makes sense. Okay, I don't want to just teach you until like you know how to do, but you never understand it. Okay, so now A, they say find the object of 13. Can anyone tell me when they say find the object of 13, what is the 13? When you, very good, Sri, image. You imagine that if I say find the husband of Siti, Siti must be the wife lah. Husband and wife is one set, what, my dear? So object and image is one set. When people ask you object, 100% they give you image. You look at the B, they say find the image of 4. I can tell you, the 4 is object. Correct, right, my dear? This is how they ask lah. So A, they say find the object of 13. So the 13 is the image. So my dear, how do you do it? So maybe you guys will tell me, teacher, sub inside the formula. Can? But this one no need so troublesome because I realize I have the graph. So I repeat again, this is a graph. Isn't it? This part is the object. This part is the image. Okay, this is something you guys all can see lah, okay? So with this particular part, my dear, look you say the image is 13. Okay, I shouldn't use this strong color. I start from light yellow, okay? So the image now is 13. So isn't it I should go to image, look for 13. So after I look for 13, right? You look after I look for 13, this height. So you think about this height. You touch the graph a lot of point, man? No. Isn't it you only touch 1 point? All right. Very good, Joey. So when I look for 13, what is my object? Isn't it the coordinate for this point is 5, 13? That means when my image is 13, my object is, thank you so much, 5. That. Don't tell me, teacher, the onion bracket. No. Object, image, no need onion bracket. Domain, codomain, range only need. Can? That. Next one. Find the image of 4. This one is different now. Everyone look. They say find the image of 4, correct? 4 is the object. So, object, isn't it we will come to object side to look for it. So when you guys look at this line, do you guys see the word 4? No, very good, guys. I don't see 4. So I don't think I can straight away look at the graph, know the answer. Cannot look at the graph, know the answer, never mind. There's a lot of way one. Don't scared, my dear. So if cannot look at the graph, straight away get the answer, then never mind lah. We find ourselves lah. How do we find ourselves? My dear. B, I do here. So B, they say find the image of 4. And all of you guys know the 4 is object. Correct? So do you guys still remember on the starting I told you guys, object, we call it as? Very good, Kai J. Object, we call it X. Okay? The question want to find image. Image, we call it, very good, Chok Yen, FX. So my dear, don't always expect the graph can give you everything. If the graph can give you everything, just look at the graph, get the answer, and okay, done. But then if the graph don't have the value that you want, never mind. I have the equation, what? I can use substitution to do it. So since I know my X is 4, isn't it I can sub 4 inside the equation? So if I sub 4 inside the equation, 2 minus 3 bracket 4, isn't it I getting -10 in my modulus? So I repeat again, negative, bad guy, come out from the jail, become a good guy. Isn't it 10? Very good, Hershon. No, Ewan, you are not FX4, you are X4. So you cannot wrong one, Ewan. So Ewan, you're going to remember, object is X, image is FX. And these questions, I know the 4 is object because it say image of 4. Understand, Ewan? So guys, I'm getting 10. So that is the answer. 10. Even, can ah? Next one, guys, C. Thank you. C, they say, find the domain when your fx is from 0 to 11. Okay, guys, what's this meaning again? Oh, right there. They ask for domain. You think, what is this fx thing? Very good, Jurega, the codomain. Or we can say the range. Because same thing, they give you domain, they ask for codomain. They give you codomain, they ask for domain. Only these two things, impossible. Like they give you domain and then they ask for domain and then they give you domain, right? So definitely they ask for domain, they give you codomain. They ask for codomain, they give you domain. Okay. So look again, codomain is range. Range isn't the same as your image. So I repeat again. Now you say the range must be from 0 to 11. That means the height, okay, the image, fx, you should look at 0 to 11. So I look at my graph. I saw 0 here. I don't see 11. Never mind. I can draw myself. Because I do realize they got give me a point here. Isn't it this part is -3? Isn't it this part is 11? Makes sense, right? If I put a dot line for you. So now you tell me 0 to 11. Isn't it 0 to 11, guys? Is this height. Now, this height. Can you guys see the blue color one? That is 0 to 11. Okay? So, my dear, in between 0 to 11, where is my graph left? Oh, if you guys look, I put this stick again. So, is it the whole V shape from 0 to 11? No. Isn't it this part? No. Can you guys see? Sorry. Can you guys see this part? Isn't it this part is above 11? Correct? I only want the height from 0 to 11. So, from the height 0 to 11, my graph only have this part. Can you guys all see? Does not include the pink one. So isn't it the pink one is outside 11? But if I want 0 to 11, only got this V shape. Correct? So this V shape, you asking me, what is the domain? So when I look at this V shape, guys, my domain is how fat you are. Isn't it should be here to here? Isn't it here to here? Don't tell me, teacher, is it until 5? No. 5 is until 13. Please don't tell me 5, my dear. So it's -3 until somewhere in front of 5. How I know the somewhere is where? So my dear, all of you guys look. Okay. Are you looking? So my dear, all of you guys look. So how I know where is the somewhere? So I know that this is the part we're talking about. So this part, isn't it? We don't know the value yet, right? You don't know, never mind. You can find. But how do you find that? Isn't it depends on this point? So this point, what is the question marks? Don't know. I call it X because that one is the x-axis. And then now the y-axis is what? 11. Isn't it? That means you are something 11. So if you're something 11, I want to find back the something. I don't think it's a problem. You can sub to the coordinate. So you guys see x 11. Okay, you have the equation. You can sub back to the equation. You don't understand us, So my dear, see the front is x. The back is fx. Isn't it? I know the y. I want to find the x. Sub inside the equation. That is what you learn in lower form also. When you have a coordinate, you have the x, you want to find the y, you sub. You have the y, you want to find the x, you sub. Everything you can sub because that is the equation you come from. So you can sub back to the equation. So let me show you. Now you say the fx is 11. Then the x is still x. Isn't it? That means you know the image is 11. You just don't know the object. Correct? Then now terbalik, fine. So let me ask you guys one more time. Can 2 minus 3x come out from the modulus? No. Very good. Then cannot come out from the modulus. Then this modulus isn't need to raswa again. Very good, Samita. So I need to bright the 11. So if I bright the 11 in front, I will write, very good, Joey, plus minus. At this time, if I write plus minus, is plus 11 or minus 11? Very good, Isin, both. Please, you don't tell me you choose one. Who tell you choose one? All of it you need to do, okay? Please do both. So now, let me try to move. So plus 2, move it over, minus 2. 11 minus 2 is 9. So times -3, move it over, divide by -3. Now you get -3. Okay, very good, Zeppen. Need to write both. This one, plus 2, move it over minus 2 is negative 13. So x answer times negative 13, move it over, times negative 3, move it over, divide by negative 3. Isn't it this answer 13 over 3? And you know why you got two answers? It means when your image is 11, right, you will get a coordinate negative 3, 11. You also will get a coordinate 13 over 3, 11. And you think through it, super makes sense. Because you look, negative 3, 11, isn't it, is this green color point. Negative 3, 11. So this 13 over 3, 11, isn't it, is this orange color point. I rub off here. 13 over 3, 11. Here. Can you guys all see that? So that means this particular height, left side is until negative 3, right side is until 13 over 3. So which means here is negative 3, here is 13 over 3. So now if I ask you how fat you are, isn't it you can write the x is from negative 3 until 13 over 3. Remember to put equal sign. That. Hey, so far so good, everyone? Yes, right? Like, my dear, I know today my seminar is not like those usual one, like I didn't do like inverse, I didn't do, but I think, I don't know lah, okay, I don't know how bad is your basic in school, okay, but I hope your basic in school is good. So I think those inverse composite is not your problem. Your problem is graph. That's why I focus on graph. Is it a good choice? Please give me some confidence, my dear. I got second class later on, my dear. Is it a good choice? Like, is it correct that I think that way, that you others okay, like graph not good? Oh, it's a good choice, is it? Okay, you're not really making me happy only, right? Okay, good. Okay, then I continue now, okay? Okay, thank you, my dear. Okay, clear. Teacher, what about number line? Number line is this chapter, meh? Number line is chapter 2 lah. Number line, graph sketching method. And then guys, got one more method called what? Chapter 2. Number line, graph sketching. One more called what? Very good, Jurega table method. That one is chapter 2, okay, my dear? So, my dear, that one is chapter 2. I'm doing chapter 1 today. So maybe you tell me, but teacher, my inverse function very bad. My dear, my YouTube have inverse function. You go and watch, okay? It will become good, okay? No need my seminar to do that, okay? Okay, let's move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I jump very far away. So guys, almost the last of it. Can everyone go to question 47? Let me give you the page, okay? Maybe too far away. Page 26, question 47. Let's do something more special, okay? Let's go. They say, this one will mix with function, okay? So I will still cover it, no worries. So 47, diagram 1 now shows fx equals to 3x minus 2. Can you guys see? Again, look like mx plus c. So you see, definitely it's a straight line. So now, isn't it everything makes sense? So they say negative 2 to 2. Now I think all of you guys very good on it already. Negative 2 to 2, isn't it, is the domain. So you see the graph is from negative 2, draw until 2. That's how fat they are, okay? Now you do a lot, I think you understand it better. So P and Q lies on the graph. So you see, they got 2 points here. Okay, my dear? But again, it's not discrete. Discrete only got 2. You draw a line, man. That means you got a lot of points. So this is continuous. Okay, my dear? Then next one, A. On the same diagram, they want me to sketch. Oh, need to draw. Sketch what? Sketch the graph F inverse X by showing the point corresponding to P and Q. So my dear, now they want me to sketch F inverse X. Do you guys still remember on the starting of just now, I teach you guys how to draw F inverse X. Very good, Isin, reflected. Tell me again, reflected under what line? Very good, Jurega, Y equals to X. Now, my dear, you cannot forget what I taught you just now. So, my dear, can everyone draw a dot line? Hey, you don't draw like me, okay? You should draw dot lah, okay? Like that. Okay, like this. This dot line. Hey, please write Y equals to X. Teacher want to see the word Y equals to X. So, you write Y equals to X is a bit like flex, okay, my dear? A bit like show off to teacher that, I know that line called Y equals to X. Okay, please draw. So, my dear, see, this one is my original graph. All right? So now I'm going to have a reflection of it. So guys, isn't it my reflection should look like this? Can you guys see it, my dear? Understand, my dear, based on my example just now? See, this is the line. So your line like that, isn't it my line? Like a mirror. So imagine this part. Wait, this part, if I mirror it, isn't it will come to here? And this part, if I mirror it, isn't it, it will come to here. Teacher, if our y equals to x not accurate, how? Still fine, my dear. Every single thing about sketching is just agak-agak. So you cannot do wrong, okay? You please don't draw like that. So as long as you draw like that, it's in the middle a bit, okay, no worries, okay? So guys, my graph is the purple color one. So the purple color one I draw for you guys are like that. Touch the point here. Okay? So guys, I done drawing already. You see, this one is y equals to fx. This blue color one is y equals to f inverse x. But can anyone tell me, do I already get full marks for my A? No. Why no? They say what? By showing the points of P and Q. How do I show the point P and Q? Okay, everyone. Okay, I don't know whether you know or not, but I want to teach. Okay, everyone, look, Okay, look, very easy one. Let me think. Okay, see, if this is A, this is B, okay? When I walk over called F, okay? That means under function F, isn't it AB is my coordinate, correct? Because my object is A, my image is B. So isn't it AB is the coordinate? Okay, this one you understand or not, guys? I'm very scared. I'm going to say it slow, man. A linked to B. So the coordinate is AB. Is that all? Okay, all below. Then now, walk backwards is F inverse. So if I walk F inverse, my direction terbalik already. So I didn't A walk to B already. I become B walk to A. If I B walk to A, what is the inverse coordinate? Exactly, Chengyu. BA. Makes sense, right, my dear? So do you realize original path and terbalik path, actually the coordinate is the same number. Just that the sequence terbalik. For you is object, image. For me that time, object will become image. Image will become object. Isn't it our sequence is just terbalik? Correct? Very good, Kai Huai. So that's the reason. Now my Q, just now my Q is 2, 4. Now my Q will be very good, Chok Yen, 4, 2. Isn't it will become 4, 2? And then just now the P is negative 2, negative 8. Now will become very good. Rui Xuan, okay. Negative 8, negative 2. Done. I labeling it. Get the marks. Yes. Yes, good, Ewan. Oh, Ewan asked a very good question. Ewan say, teacher, should we draw a prime? Actually, is it a reflection? Reflection should put a prime, right? Okay, I'll put a prime there. Okay, so this is the reflection of it. So my dear, you look at your graph, now also you feel like very makes sense. You see, don't you feel like this one look like a 4? This one look like a 2. Where this one look like a 2, this one look like a 4. So you see, this one look like negative 2, this one look like negative 8. Now yours really look like negative 8, really look like negative 2. So isn't it every single thing makes so much sense after I draw it out? Can okay, move slightly down. B1. B1, they say what? Find F inverse X. And hence, verify F inverse X obtained is the inverse function for this one. So they want you to verify whether is it the inverse function. So my dear, first, they want to find inverse first. How do we find inverse? So guys, this one I never do today, but I do teach you on the starting. I write on top here. So can anyone tell me, this is my fx original equation. Do you guys still remember how do we find inverse? Very good, even let y. My dear, so this one legit is let y. So let y equals to 3x minus 2. Hey, sorry, I should write nicely. I shouldn't skip my step. Let y equals to fx, okay? So now your fx is 3x minus 2. So do you guys still remember on the starting, I tell you there's a slogan. Start from single y, end with single x. So now, you start from single y, I need you to end with single x. So negative 2, move it over, plus 2. Times 3, move it over, divide by 3. Isn't it just like that? I got my single x. Okay, no? So I start from single y, I end with single x. Okay? So after I end with single x, my dear, now I think I can write the function nicely. So how do you write the function? You start from fx, now the answer you guys getting is f inverse x. Guys, please be aware. When you write out the f inverse x, the answer is this. But impossible, I ask you to find f inverse x. You write me y. My dear, I ask you x. Why will you write y? Therefore, when you write the answer down, you will write x plus 2 over 3. Don't tell me, teacher, I can simply change the y become x. Can. Because now your object called x, you need to write x. Okay? X plus 2 over 3. Can anyone tell me this answer? Do I need to put the bracket x not equals to something or not? Yes or no? Very good, Kai Jie. No need. Because my bottom don't have X what? Remember not just now? Bottom got X, only need to write. Bottom no X, no need one. That. Can. Now they say this already, right? Then they say, verified F inverse X obtained. Is it the inverse function of this? So they want you to prove that this one is the inverse function of this, okay? There's a lot of way to show whether they are inverse function. And for now, for me, okay, for this one, I think the easiest way is straight away use the point. Because the question can give me a lot of point, right? I think I can put some point inside. I can show that, okay? So how do I show that, my dear? So let's try, okay? So you see, okay, see, let's say I try 2, 4. Can. So my dear, when I try 2, 4, right? Okay lah, I shouldn't teach you this method because now you guys got point. You guys sub inside, you guys straight away knowing whether they are inverse function or not. But not every question will give you point. So guys, can anyone tell me, let's see you guys, this part good or not? Can anyone tell me, if this question never give you any graph, then they just have fx, they just have f inverse x, how do you prove these two things, whether is it inverse or not? Not this point. Not f inverse x equals to fx. No. How is it possible inverse and fx same? No, they are not the same. One is inverse, one is original. What? No. Don't tell me, teacher, fx changed to inverse. I already changed it. That is what I get. So impossible is like that. Sub the coordinate. No, I say if there's no coordinate, how to get x in final answer? I don't understand you. Kai Huai is correct. Wow, Kai Huai basic is very, very good. Everyone listen. My dear, you want to know whether they are inverse or not, the easiest way is combine them together. Okay, everyone listen. Okay, maybe you don't understand. I will explain one. Don't get, okay? When you combine that, maybe you tell me, teacher, then how you know it's F inverse? Teacher, can I F inverse F? Can. You do either one. You do combination of this or combination of this also can. So I do this. Maybe you guys will tell me, then teacher, combine already, then what? You tell me lah. If they are a real inverse, after you combine them together, you should get what? Wow, so good, Amil. You should get X. Guys, why you get X? That means they are inverse leh. Now, everyone, allow me to explain to you. You see, this is the 2 circle, correct? The starting of it, isn't it always called X, the object, correct? So you see, you walk over, called F. You walk backwards, called F inverse. So every time when you write F inverse, okay, or if you write F inverse F, or if you write F inverse F, okay, isn't it that means you will you will walk over and come back. So if you walk over and come back, okay, you start from X, you walk over and come back, isn't it you making a U-turn? If you making a U-turn, you can get back the same one. That means you legit making a U-turn. You think about it. If I'm F, if I'm G, do you think my X, I will get back X? I don't think so. Because F and G is 2 different things. Then I will get a further number, correct? But if I am inverse, okay, if I'm inverse, I walk F inverse, I can get back whatever I'm starting with. Isn't it? It's a very good proof to show teacher that I'm actually making a U-turn. Because my F and F inverse will actually set back to each other. Yes, very good. Understand or not, everyone? Let's see this one first. Before I do, I need to make sure you understand this one first. Okay, maybe you guys don't understand. Because you guys silent, I'm very scared. I'll give you some example, okay, my dear. Like for example, like this. Let's say here go to here. Okay, the equation is fx equals to x plus 2. You think about it. If I walk over is plus 2. Actually, I walk backward. I can assure you. The equation is x minus 2. Inverse, right? So you plus 2, definitely I minus 2, okay? So you think about it. If I'm a 5, if you plus 2, isn't it become 7? Then 7, if you minus 2 back, isn't it become 5? Make sense, So you think about it. So if I start from 5, okay? If I walk over and I come back, okay? That means my 5, I plus 2 already become 7. Then I 7, after that, I sub inside here, minus 2, and then I get back 5 again. Isn't it? It's a proof that I legit making a U-turn. And you think about it, this is for fx and f inverse. But if I have fx and gx, then obviously gx won't come same equation ma. So let's say gx equation is 3x minus 1. So if I 5 plus 2 is 7, then if I 7 sub inside here, I'll get 20. Can you see? You won't get back the same number. Everyone understand the concept first? We talk about the concept first. Can Very good. So next time people ask you, prove that two things, whether this and this is the inverse or not, you just combine them. You combine them, you can get x, then they are inverse. Okay? So now, how do we do this? This is composite function. So all of you guys look, you can do either one, okay? Whichever you prefer. Let's say I do f inverse x. So for my own student, can you tell me, composite function, what is the first step you need to do whenever you do composite function? Very good, Ziqing, separate. For those who don't know, I always do separate first because you know that you never cross the two bridge together. You cross one by one. Therefore, your first step need to separate. Then only you can do one by one. Next, may I know, I do inside first or I do outside first? Very good, Kai Huai, inside. Of course, inside lah, guys. Remember or not, I say inside is the first bridge you cross. Outside is the second bridge you cross. Always start from inside. So guys, inside is f inverse x. Isn't it f inverse x answer is here? Nah, I put a highlighter for you guys. Hopefully you guys understand. So isn't it x plus 2 over 3? Okay? Then, until here, how do we continue? Okay, my dear, this I need to see your basic good or not. By the way, I want to mention again, okay? If your basic not good, my YouTube have all the videos, right? I also got a lot of revision video for this particular chapter. You go and search, not much video, my dear. You just search chapter 1 now, okay? So you should have a lot of choice one. Or you watch, you'll be very good one. Trust me, okay? Except whatever I teach you today, because whatever I teach you today, in my YouTube don't have, okay, my dear? Okay, so this one. After this, everyone look, this one, everyone, can I open the bracket? No. Very good. For those who say yes, no. My dear, you think about it, F5. Do you open bracket, call it 5F? No lah. F5 is a name, it's not times relation. F5 is a name, it's not times relation. Please don't tell me what open bracket. No. This one cannot open one. They cannot open. Why don't you tell me? This one original name called one. Very good, Ziqing. This one original name called fx. I hope all of you guys know. Actually, every equation, no matter what they write inside the bracket, original name always called something x, okay? So guys, if this is fx, isn't it I need to look for fx equation? And you think about it, your fx equation is 3x minus 2. Make sense? You see, my fx equation is 3x minus 2. But all of you guys, look. If you write fx, I write 3x minus 2. Correct. Make sense? But now you are not fx. I am the blue color one. So the blue color one, what can I do? So all of you guys, look. The 3, you still write 3. The minus 2, you still minus 2. But the x, you shouldn't write x anymore. Because you look carefully, now your x, isn't it already become x plus 2 over 3? So therefore, now this part, isn't it your x should also become x plus 2 over 3? Everyone understand? The green color one, you write the green one. The blue one, isn't it you write the blue one? Very good, Yisin. So for my own student, I teach you guys before, erase off the x, copy down the bracket. Understand or not? I scared some students don't understand. I give you some example, okay? I really don't know what kind of standard you guys having there. So my dear, like 2x plus 1. You think about it, if I ask you, I want to find f5. How do you do f5? So you think about it. f5 is actually fx. So fx equation is actually 2x plus 1. This is for red. Okay? If I'm doing black, I don't think I should write 2x plus 1. No, I should write 2 times 5 plus 1. Because the x become 5, so my x also become 5. Can I say it or not? Give you another one. What if I want to find FB? Same thing. FB original name is fx. Fx equation, isn't it 2x plus 1? So you see, if I'm fx, I'm 2x plus 1. But if I'm FB, I am 2b plus 1. Because your x become b, of course my x become b. Very good, Kai Huai. Then my dear, one more. You can see how scared I am, right? I give so many examples. My dear, what if I'm doing I'm thinking x cubed plus 5 over 2. So you see, even though they write until so scary, the concept is the same one. This one is fx. So fx equation is 2x plus 1. See, this is your fx equation. But you are the black one. So if you are the black one, do you realize the x become this? I think your x also need to become this. Isn't it this one? Become this one. Everyone understand? Like legit, give me some response. With all this understanding, okay, good. You say one. So my dear, this one now. 3 and 3 cut. Okay? X plus 2 minus 2. Oh, I legit get X. So guys, proudly write the word shown. People ask you to show, you able to show it. You write the word shown. So far, so good, everyone. Must write the word shown, better write the word shown. Because they ask you to, oh, they say verified, they never say shown. No need lah. So sorry, they write show, then you write shown. Okay, done. So guys, this is B1, B2 now. B2, they say what? State the domain for F inverse X. So all of you guys, F inverse X referring to the purple color graph. Okay, so the purple color graph domain. So domain is what? Domain is the object side. So guys, look at the object side. Can anyone give me the answer? The purple color one, how fat they are. How fat they are. I don't want the same person, Kai Huai. Very good, Amil. -8 to 4. Everyone, look carefully. So isn't it this one? If you guys look over here, it's from -8. Okay, I should put dot line. Here, -8. Don't ask me, teacher, how you know -8? Hello, you write the coordinate already. -8, -2. Obviously, there is -8 lah. Then the last point here is 4, 2. Isn't it here is 4? So it's -8 until 4. So now you're asking me how fat they are. So isn't it your answer will be from -8 up to 4. Very good, Samita. Dun, dun, dun. Done. Let's move on to the third one. Can The third one, quite easy lah. Find the value of X, they say. If F inverse X equals to Fx. Quite easy. Fx put on the right, F inverse X put on the left. So Fx, F inverse X, is this yellow one. I write the yellow equation on the left side. Okay? Fx is the blue one. The blue one is here. Isn't it writing 3x minus 2? So you asking me, when these two equal, what is the X answer? Actually, you guys look at your graph. This purple, this blue. Actually, when they equal, isn't it there is an intersection point here? So you're finding the intersection point there. So how do you find? Then now you guys write equal already, just move around. So divide by 3, move it up times 3. 3, 3, 9. 2, 3, 6. Okay? X and X combine. 9x minus 1x. 8x. Yeah. Minus 6, move it over, plus 6. 8. Times 8, move it over, divide by 8. Thank you, Darshan. The X answer is 1. So now you know this coordinate is 1 something. But no need to know 1 what lah, because they only say find X. So 1. Done. Guys, this question worth 8 marks. Can you guys see, my dear? So I teach you for so long. I really, my dear, this is very commonly come out in exam nowadays. Last time maybe no. Nowadays, very common. So I know it sounds very complicated, but this is now how they come out nowadays. You're going to know how to do it. Everyone, so far so good. Are you still there? Is your spirit still with me? Not just your eyes, your heart, your body with me, but your soul is outside. Okay, my dear. Okay, can Teacher, I thought usually chapter 2 more. No, it's not like every time chapter 2 more. It depends on your school teacher, my dear. And more or less, it depends, my dear. Then, but no matter what, your first term exam surely come out everything. So chapter 1 also they will come out. More or less also they will come out. And what they come out is the key. Okay? So my dear, move on. 5. Teacher, for the verified question, need to write F inverse X is the inverse of Fx. No need. They just asked me to verify. Why need to purposely write out this sentence? No need. My dear. So right, guys, move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Next, 51. Now, my dear, this I think should be our last question of the day already. Yes, Shavinya, what you want to ask me? You type first, okay? So my dear, A, they say, the function fx is this equation. Okay, guys, equation again. They say sketch. Sketch a graph -2 to 5. State the range of the domain. Okay, guys, I think this one you guys quite good on it. So again, they want you to sketch. So sketch this equation. And this one a bit different. Later on, you guys will know. Okay, and then -2 to 5. Okay, can I extra ask you guys first? When you guys look at this graph, this equation, can you straight away tell me you think how this graph look like? Anyone have any other answer? Wow, hi why? Gonna A plus soon eh. Right there, everyone, look everyone tell me V shape. You are not wrong, but you're not correct also. My dear, you know why? See, based on what I taught you guys, this one should be mx plus c. So it should be a line. Then after you guys have a modulus, isn't it they'll become a V shape no matter what? Correct? But this time got what so special other than what we just did there? Very good, Amil. They have a negative. Oh. You think negative means what? Make a guess. Guess wrong, never mind. Very good, Kaije. They will terbalik. Exactly, Jurega. They from top, they will go to bottom, you know. So this V shape will suddenly become a house. Right like that. A inverted V shape. Okay, my dear. So they will from pink become purple. So that is how it look like. Okay. So the working is the same, my dear. Draw what first? Table. So remember 2 row, 5 column. Okay, so X, FX. Or expect just now you didn't fall asleep, so I expect you guys know. Put 0 here, put 0 here, put the starting here, put the ending here. Okay, show you guys the step. So you sub inside. So if I sub 0 inside, I will get negative 2, 0, minus 7. So this one I get negative 7. Negative 7 come out from the jail, become positive 7. But outside still have a negative, so this negative 7. Next one, sub negative 2 inside. Sub negative 2 inside. So 2 times negative 2, negative 4. Negative 4 minus 7, negative 11. Negative 11 come out from the modulus, 11. Okay, this is the answer, negative 11. Next one, 5 sub inside. F5 equals to negative modulus 2, 5 minus 7. 2, 5, 10. 10 minus 7, 3. 3 come out from the modulus, still 3. Isn't it this one? Negative 3. Next one, the fx 0. If the fx 0, this is how they look like. Now, my dear, look, when this is 0, right? Before you do the modulus, I think you will move the negative over first. So negative, move it over. 0 lah, my dear. Because negative 0 is still 0, right? And then, can they come out from the jail? No, because you got unknown. So you need to raswa. So when you raswa, you pay money to the outside person. Isn't it put a plus minus? And 0 put plus minus, it is still 0. So therefore, negative 7, move it over positive 7. Times 2, move it over, divide by 2. I guess getting this one, 7 over 2. Done. So you have first coordinate. You have second coordinate. You have this third coordinate. You have this fourth coordinate. So I think this is all the 4 coordinate that you guys having so far. So now let's try to draw. So my dear, you can look at your graph, all is negative value. So you know every single thing draw at the bottom. Now like that. Can I say it? Teacher, if there's negative, can't we just cancel the modulus? Means what? I don't understand even. Are you asking me this negative can times inside or not? No. Which part? Are you asking me this part? I feel like it's this part. If there's negative outside the modulus, can we just cancel out the modulus? No, there's no such thing. No, 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 no. Why? Why negative will cancel out the modulus? No, my modulus is plus minus. It's not even negative. It's not even positive. It's not even negative. Negative, negative, positive can cancel out. A modulus is not negative. So no, no, no. So guys, like that. So guys, this is x. Negative 2 to 5. Negative 1, negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay lah. Akak like that lah, I feel. Okay. Then guys, the height okay, got until negative 11 or the highest I can see. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, my dear, like that. Okay, let's try to draw. The first one, 0, negative 7. So negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Sorry. Wrong pen. Negative 7. So 0, negative 7, isn't it here? Done. Next one, guys. 7 over 2, 0. A 7 over 2 should be 3.5. Teacher, if sketch must put small line till -11. No, I mean, no need one. But because I very scared my skill is not correct. So normally I will draw one. But it's not necessary that you can agak put one place. But I just want to draw a very nice one. I'm a teacher, my dear. Of course, I need to draw a nice one. Teacher, isn't it 11? Because -11, tuan ding. This is a modulus, tuan ding. Modulus come out from the jail will become oh yeah, that's why, my dear. How is it possible positive? Your graph is all at the bottom one, don't think. 100% all bottom one. So, my dear, 3.5. So 3 is here. Now, this is 3.5. So 3.50, guys, isn't it on the floor here? Done. -2, -11. -2, height here, -11 here. Done. Next one, 5, -3. 5, the height is negative. The height is -3. 5, -3, isn't it here? Done. Can everyone see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, guys, take a ruler, connect them together. So you see, you always can draw a very ugly one. You couldn't connect every single point. Maybe sometimes it's your skill problem. So it's the skill. So that's why you understand why I draw line, right? Because my skill like that, still I wrong, then a bit impossible, right? So you see, this is how the graph look like. When marking graph, number must put fraction or decimal. Doesn't matter, Amil. Number decimal is still the same thing, right? Why the teacher will deduct our marks if we put number of decimal? Why the answer at the bottom wrong? I don't know. Maybe the equation originally don't have negative, but after that they add a negative. Don't care about it. My answer is correct one. No problem, Hershey. So guys, after this, do I get full marks for my A, everyone? No, because they ask for what? They ask also for what? Very good, Jurega. They also ask for range. So remember range, my dear, which is actually your image. Okay. Look at my screen a bit lag like that. When you guys see me, is it lag? Is it now a wave? No? Okay. Oh, no lah. Okay. I thought I lagged. So my dear, okay. So image range, okay? So my dear, for the range, look at image side. So you know lah, this is the object side. Image, I forget to write fx. So my dear, this one is the image side. Okay, I repeat, this is not a discrete graph. This is a continuous graph. So you got a lot of points. So you cannot write all of them. You write the highest, write the lowest. So now I want image. Okay, so image isn't it look at the height. So can anyone tell me what is the highest you touch? What is the highest number you touch? Highest. Very good, Amil and Darshan. 0. I don't understand why got people tell me -3. Hello, your graph like that Your graph is this V shape This V shape, highest not until 0 may, right? Highest until 0, guys. Lowest Very good, Samita. -11. Isn't it, guys? This is the height for your graph. Can you see it? Therefore, your fx answer is bigger than -11, smaller than 0. Isn't it? This is the height range that we are talking about. Highest 0, smallest -11. But teacher, it asks for domain. Do they? Specify the corresponding range. They where got ask for domain, Jurega? Hello, Jurega. I'm not doing B, I'm doing A. Hey, understand or not? Answer me. Hey, am I lag? No. Okay, sorry. I keep suspect myself. Hey, Jurega, can Teacher, but it say range for that domain. Yeah, lor. Range for this domain, lor. What are you talking about? All the questions saying the same thing. For this fatness, what is your height? That's what they're asking. So guys, let's move on. B. Everyone done this? Because I'm going to move it off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. B. Here, they say diagram 8 shows a graph y equals to fx. So that's the graph. So that's the equation from -1 until 2. So you can see that the fatness now is -1 until 2. So it is given that f inverse x exists. So definitely got inverse. On the same plane, sketch the graph f inverse x. My dear, I purposely do 2 times also that you understand. So F inverse X is a reflection under the line Y equals to X. So my dear, just now I say what? Now I do the same thing lah. So this line isn't it called Y equals to X? So you see, this is your original Y equals to Fx graph. Now I want the terbalik version of it. Do you feel like the terbalik version should look like this? Guys, I think you look at my drawing, it makes so much sense. Okay, it really look like the reflection on the under the blue one. So this one I draw it like that. Can all? This one isn't it Y equals to F inverse X? Done drawing. So do they say need to draw any point out? No. But actually you can still draw some point out. Sorry, I feel like my graph not very nice. Give me some time. Like this. Okay. Nicer a bit. Okay. Y equals to F inverse X. Okay, guys, I done drawing this. But actually, you guys want to put some value out also can. Because all of you guys look, okay? So isn't it here? It's a point negative 150. So you know negative 150 will terbalik become 0, negative 1.5. So isn't it here should be negative 1.5? Correct? And then this part is something 2y. So now you will become something y2. But actually, if you didn't put the coordinate, it's fine. Because they asked you to sketch only. They didn't say label the point. So if you didn't label the point, it's fine. But I just want to tell you guys that is what you're able to know before even you start anything. Okay? Next one, they say, hence, find the domain. This one different lah. They ask for 2 things. They ask for domain and the range for this question. So my dear, I'm going to write the domain. I'm going to write the range. But look carefully. They want domain and range for F inverse. So please look at your purple color graph. So guys, when I look at my purple color graph, all of you guys look, when I look at my purple color graph, isn't it, purple color, isn't it, I put color. Isn't it the domain, fatness, Okay, I put dot line for you, okay? The fatness, isn't it depending on this number? I know the domain is here to here. Can you guys see the yellow color one? Isn't it my domain will be here to here? All right. So the most left side is where? 0. Then the most right side, I don't know. I don't know, then how? Find. How do you find, my dear? Isn't it you know this number should be y? This number should be 2. Correct? So I'm a bit curious of what is my y value. So can anyone tell me how do I find the y value? Very good, Cheng Yu. I can sub. Oh, if you guys look, actually, you're curious about this 2y. If you're curious about the coordinate y, isn't it you guys can sub this one inside the equation? Because you know this point coming out from the equation. So the equation, you already have the x. You just want to find the y. Isn't it you guys can sub? So let me show you guys whether it makes sense or not. See, this is your equation. Okay, of the original blue color curve. So the blue color curve passes through 2y. So that means I can sub 2y inside the equation. So you see the x I sub 2. The x I sub 2. So top I get 7, bottom I get 4. You guys get that? Is it 7 over 4? Yes, thank you, Hershen. So guys, I get 7 over 4. That means my coordinate is 2, 7 over 4. If the coordinate is 2, 7 over 4, when they terbalik, isn't it become 7 over 4, 2. So suddenly I know, this one is 7 over 4. So now you ask me the domain, how fat you are. So the domain, isn't it, is from 0 until 7 over 4. Done. My domain done. Sorry? So my domain done, right? Now, they ask for what? Range. Remember, guys, range and your image is the same. Okay? So image is what? The height. So the height there, my dear, when you look at the purple color one, the fat is the yellow one. Okay? The height, isn't it, is the red color one. Remember, all look at purple, don't look at blue, okay? So the purple color one, the height is starting from negative 1.5 until 2. But in between, you cannot write fx. Now we are writing for f inverse x. So please write f inverse x bigger and equals to negative 1.5, smaller and equals to 2. Because that's the height we are talking about. So we are talking about the red color one. So far, so good, everyone. Understand every single thing I say today? Yes, good, Okay, very good. We are just 1 minute late. Very, very good. Thank you, everyone. See you when I see you. Good luck for your midterm. Bye-bye. Bye, Joey. Bye, Mingjie. Bye, Wei Ying. Bye, Jasmine. Of course. Bye, Shamita. Bye-bye, guys. See you.